Welcome friends, this is your host Mike Pugh of FPC Virtual. I'm bringing y'all guys TSU. TSU is an awesome location for your network to actually build out. How do you build out your network on TSU? Well, basically what you're going to do is interact with people fairly. You're going to communicate, conversate based on the content that they offer up. A good example would be differing things that you see on the screen, an image, a video. Maybe it's going to be a SoundCloud music type of file that you loaded as maybe a link, like this one. This is from SoundCloud. If you click it, it will go outside of this actual TSU network, which is a social network, and then you can go and play it over there. It doesn't play on TSU for now. Maybe they're going to change the way that the actual embed of the link transfers and translates onto the screen. You never know. I know on Facebook you're allowed to actually play SoundCloud music through Facebook. So this is similar, very similar to Facebook. If you notice the wall, you can scroll down the wall and you can see different content to interact with. Now, in order for you to get your content out there to more people, the best thing to do is to locate individuals that you're interested in. So what you can do up here is in the search field, you're going to type a keyword meaning what is on the top of your mind that you're interested in. So maybe I'm interested in networking, so I'm gonna type networking, and what comes up is the closely related search for that actual keyword that you chose to use. So the keyword was networking. A tag comes up for networking, and an individual by the name of networking comes up. So either you can click on that person or you can click on the tag. The tag is going to bring all of the individuals who tagged that actual networking link. Maybe they put it on their actual, titling and description of whatever post they put. Just like I did here where it says tags, number, poetry, number, poet, number, community. You're going to put a number in conjunction to a word to tag it. So that's basically where the tags are and how they come to get onto the screen. And then eventually, if I clicked any of those links, it's going to lead me to those similar locations that other people have tagged. So here we go. We're going to go to the networking tag. I just clicked the link right there. So basically, this is an actual feed. This is more like a news feed, news page type of thing of networking from that particular tag. So you're networking content based on that tag. The tag is actually networking, right? So then you're going to scroll down and you're going to look through all the differing content that's being offered up. The offered up content is by users who actually joined on the network just like you did, and maybe they joined at a different time, so everyone's going to have a different level of interaction. Some people are actually cheating on the network and they spamming with multiple tags. If you see too many tags everywhere, you know that that's a flood of the actual network. You don't want to do that. That's actually considered to be social spam. So the smarter thing to do would be tag, I would say 1 to 5 tags, maximum 10 tags, but if you go beyond that, that's a little bit too much. You don't want to go beyond 10 tags. It's the same thing on YouTube. YouTube recommends the total of 10 tags to any single post that you choose to post up. So keep that in mind. This is important to understand. It's all about networking and balance. You want to be balanced when you do your different networking. So I'm showing you the communication levels. Maybe we're going to go to somebody who's sharing fairly. This one puts see more, so if you click that, 9 times out of 10 it's going to go and open up massive tags like that. You don't want that. Let's keep scrolling down. What are we going to find that is relevant? It's hard to find something relevant when there's a great deal of people spamming the network. So, a lot of those users are going to lose their accounts and get their accounts terminated, and you don't want that, basically. So I'll come back. I got a little error because it's too much flooding this particular page, but I'll come back and I'll give y'all guys a better tutorial on getting to the effective users who really have a great conversation and how they're going to help you to actually raise and boost your network on a more human level, not on a robot kind of spammy cheating tactic level. You want a human conversation back and forth, and you want to try to develop true followers, real followers who are genuine, who care for your content, not fake followers who keep following every single individual, and that's actually spam as well. That's why there's limitations to how many people you can follow per day. There's a limitation to how many posts you can make. There's a limitation to how many shares you can make. On Sue, on this new social network that pays you 90% ad revenue, you actually are earning from all of the individuals who you invited to the network, plus you're earning from basically your interaction, your social interactions. You're earning from the posts. You get to share a post approximately 8 times, actually 8 times max per day. So you can share this, see this little share button here? You can click the share button, and that's going to share the post to your actual profile. You can go to your profile here and click this down arrow. That's my profile image, and I can click this that says profile. I click that and it goes to my profile. If I chose to share this actual image, it will go to that profile that I have. Now, you can also delete things off of your profile. So there's different things that you can do on Sue. So keep in mind folks, you don't want to go overboard and violate the terms of use. I can give y'all guys the terms of use page real quick before I go into more tutorials, but this is a very simple tutorial to understand how to get around a little bit. I'm going to get into how to find followers really fast, quick, easy ways that help you get around to navigate the pages. Alright, so here we go. This is the terms of service. All you're going to do to get there is type terms on the back of the URL. So the URL usually is going to be either what you just saw. Let's go back, hit the back button. It's going to be a hashtag and then whatever name you want to put in there. I believe that's a faster way to get to the tags. So let's try, I'm going to skip something real quick. Let's try face. Hashtag face. That brings you to the face hashtag. If there's no face, look, so we got face. So these are all the people there. Alright, you can use your URL to advance through things to go faster. Let's change this to Cloud Explorer instead of clicking the link. If y'all guys want to get to become part of my how would you say, my group and my actual network, just put Cloud Explorer on the back of CO and y'all guys will get there. Make sure there's a backslash just like it is on the page, and I'll show y'all guys real quick. Let's do a double tap. Alright, let me go back. Hold on one second. Try to bring it more to here. Hold on. Bring it more to here so y'all see it here. See this backslash right here? It's TSU.co with a backslash, and then you put in the Cloud Explorer. Now the thing is, for anybody that you know who is on Sue, if you want them to become part of your network, make sure you choose the people that you get into your network wisely. Just let them know this is your actual name, your username, and make sure that they put the username on the back of the backslash. And that's how you actually can get certain people to join your actual networks. And what I mean by joining your network, they're going to actually start from scratch. These are people that don't know anything about Sue. These are your friends, your family, your coworkers, your associates, business associates, strangers in the street. Maybe you're running around with a business card and you want everybody to know about it, and you're trying to promote your network. You can do it different ways. That's called and considered to be guerrilla marketing on the ground, where you go with an actual flyer and you try to help other people learn about what you're doing. The thing is, if you don't show them the terms of service, then you're going to be doing them an injustice, and that's somewhat not really cool. So that's why I try to get to the meat and potatoes of all the things that I can so that people can learn how it works. And so that way they don't lose their account. Account termination will definitely occur if you do the wrong things. So here we go. We're going to put terms, go back to terms. That was the actual URL to get to my profile. So the terms will bring you back to terms of service. Very simple. You just highlight over your profile and you go and you put terms instead of the profile name or the username. So here goes the terms of service. Learn all of this stuff. Make sure you learn this first. In terms of age restrictions, basically the age limit is 13 in order for you to actually join Sue, but you can't monetize your actual location. You can't monetize it. You can register, you can join, but you can't monetize. From 13 to 17 basically. Starting at 13, ending at 17. Once you turn 18, at the strike of midnight or whatever the case may be, you turn to 18, right? 18 and up, you can join Sue and you can actually benefit from earning the monetized revenue shares. They also call them redeems or redemption. You can click the redemption button once you actually collected and stored up enough monetary value for your actual social interactions, for your sharing of your network with your friends, family, and loved ones. Every single person you chose to get on Sue. Sue is just starting out, so it's been alive for approximately 9 days, maybe 10 days or so, and I'm just new to it. This is my 3rd day, but I know about social networking and professional networking because I do it for a living. I do this thing 24/7. I do it at any time, in midnight, in the morning, in the midday, whatever. I'm doing it all the time, and I do it on Hub Pages. I'm Cloud Explorer on Hub Pages. I do it on Bubbaloo's. I'm Cloud Explorer on Bubbaloo's. You'll see my interactions there. I got over 400 articles on Hub Pages. I got over close to 2,000 articles on Bubbaloo's. I'm a professional networker. I'm on YouTube. I'm doing so many different things. I got over 1.3 million views on YouTube. So, folks, this is not about playing games. This is not about cheating the system. If you're going to cheat the system, you're going to get booted. And you're going to basically lose all your potential of all that money you stored in the bank. It can be $1,000, it can be $1 million. It doesn't matter how much. You're not going to get paid. It's not going to pay you out because you cheated your way up the network too fast. Basically, anybody who's spamming is going to get booted. So you want to definitely learn all of this stuff. All these details is the core of understanding. And it's for any network. It can be Hub Pages, it could be Bubbaloo's, it could be hashtag.com, I don't know, whatever the case may be. It could be SoundCloud, it could be StumbleUpon, Mashable, Facebook, Google Book, whatever they want to call it. They all are the same thing pretty much when it comes to social networking, and they all have basically the same kind of rules. The differences is how you go about interacting in the community. So some of the communities have a different policy because the content's being shared differently. So you want to make sure you learn the intricateness of what you should do and what you shouldn't do, and more of the best practices. Be a practitioner, a best practitioner. Learn this stuff and then share it with other people. I guarantee you that you're going to get more people who like what you have to offer to them. Sometimes I go a little bit overboard. This is a 13-minute video. I want to give y'all guys everything I know in one little shot, one shot deal. Boom. So y'all guys get the best knowledge possible. All right. So I'm not playing games. This is not Nintendo. This is not, PSP or Sega Genesis or PlayStation 4 or 5 or whatever, Xbox 20. I don't know, whatever the case may be. I'm not playing a game. This is serious. This is real. This is actually social networking that turns into professional networking if you become more of a professional user. If you're being like a social spammer, like I said, those kind of people who just try to play the game, try to mislead you, come up with phony baloney tactics and gimmicks and cheat systems and whatever the case may be, flooding, spamming, putting mass tags, mass mentions, all of that stuff. The mention would be the @ I'll show y'all guys eventually in another tutorial. But with all of that stuff, you doing all that flooding, What does that amount to? That amounts to you getting deleted off the network. That's all it does. It doesn't do anything. Then you're going to go and write a blog because you're angry. Oh, I'm butthurt. I lost my $5,000 redemption. They didn't pay me out. It's a scam. Nope, it's not a scam. Now you're paying their bill, obviously, because all of that advertisement revenue is going to Sue. It's not going to you. If you get terminated, you get your account deleted. So think about this. You're breaking the rule. When you break the rule and you break the law, what happens? You either get put in jail, you get arrested, you get charges put on you, etc., etc., etc. So instead of you getting charges put on you, they taking your money. And it's not your money, it's just your interactions, how much revenue your social interactions is worth. Now imagine you on Facebook and you're doing all this stuff and you stay on Facebook and you stay on Google Plus and you do the same exact things on all those networks, right? Well, you're not getting a penalty on those networks the same as a penalty on this one because they're not paying you. They're not giving you revenue. But, I mean, they're going to tag you and title you as a spammer as well on those networks. Don't get me wrong. And they may actually, terminate your account, boot you off, and you may lose everything that you built up in those networks. Maybe you built over 1 million subscribers, or you built over 1 million Facebook friends, or whatever the case may be. Circle jerkers, all of that stuff, right? Well, you're going to lose all that. You're going to establish yourself to have a negative web reputation. And I like to talk about this all the time because it's the real deal. It's the raw deal. Holyfield, it's the real deal. You're going to get that left hook, uppercut. They're going to knock you out, and you're knocked out the box. So now you're left with what? You're left with being more of a person who wants to complain. Your butt hurt. Yeah, I lost all my redemption. What the hell is that? Excuse my language, but what is that? That doesn't make sense. It's because you didn't read the rules. You didn't read the terms of use. You didn't follow the terms of use. You didn't understand it. You didn't study it. You didn't make it your actual online Bible for that particular location. Okay? So there's people who went on Bubbaloo's. They started out in the droves. And they all, a great deal of them, majority of them got deleted and got terminated accounts. So you made Bubbaloo's rich. Haha. Funny on you, right? Yeah. But it's because you didn't read the fine print. You didn't read the terms of use, the terms of service. Read that. Make sure you know it. And I'm not going to overstress it any more than that. So there we go. So let's go back to the main page on Sue. We're going to delete that and go to the main page. Alright, this is a tutorial, by the way. So if you're making videos like this and y'all guys are trying to monetize them on YouTube, that is against the law because Sue is a copyrighted location. All the content being published on it is copywritten. Whether you cheated and took the actual content and put it on there because you didn't learn the terms of use that states that you can only put what you own or what you have permission to actually post. Things like that. So, see, people are just like going crazy, putting up all kinds of stuff about acting like you're going to earn so much money and all this stuff. No, you're not going to really earn that much money unless you know the right way to do it. All right. And the right way to do it is TOU. You learn the terms of service or terms of use. And then you're going to go to what is known as the facts page. So let's get over to the facts page real quick before we do the wrong thing. So facts page, you're going to click this bank up here. See the little bank icon? Now I learned all this in the first 3 days, mind you. So this is a crash course. I'm crashing and burning at the same time without losing my account. Crash meaning I'm running around, learning things, tripping over new stuff. So here you go. You follow your link of the bank and then you go over here to fact. Now, some people don't like to read. Reading is fundamental, folks. You got to learn that. Reading is fundamental. That's why we was taught in school to read. That's why we was taught to study. That's why we was taught to learn as much as possible because knowledge is definitely the most powerful tool on the planet. I mean, I'm telling you, this is no joke. So here we go. We're going to go to facts. On the fact page, all the details is here. You just have to click the links and learn and try to understand, try to absorb that knowledge. Right now I'm trying to meditate. I'm meditating. Meditation is like sleeping, right? You close your eyes, you start thinking, you're trying to wonder, you're trying to hope, you're trying to pray, you're trying to do different things, whatever you're trying to do. My actual form of meditation is not thinking at all. I'm not thinking about nothing. I'm trying to clear my mind. I'm trying to clear my whole entire ecosystem, mentally, physically, spiritually. That's what I'm doing. So when you do that, try to clear your mind, just like I explained with the meditation, right? And you go and you click these links one by one, clear everything you ever thought of before at that moment, and learn everything that's in there and fill it in. Fill in the blank of your mind. Just let it go all the way through your body. You feel it. It feels good. So you click these links, and that information, you fill it up and store it, because you're going to need this information in order for you to even speak about it. Like how I'm speaking right now, I'm talking about certain different details and all that stuff. That's based on research. That's what they call research. So you take that information, you write huge articles or small articles, whatever the case may be. I did that. You know, this is one of my articles I'm working on. It's called Sue Social Network that pays 90% ad revenue, day 3, inside scoop. That's a good title right there. Y'all guys could use that title, but you can't use the content. Here goes another one. Sue Social Network. The competition gets dirty online on the social web. That's another one. So it's really cool how you can utilize certain things. This is my Bubbaloo's location. This is my Hub Pages location. And let's go back. Now this is my Sue location. What's the difference between all of those 3? Well, this one is all about you sharing your content. Basically, you sharing whatever level you choose of content. On Hub Pages, it's all about words, arranging the page, making that thing look really nice so that people can navigate through it and click on whatever they choose to click. But it's really for people to read long length articles, 700 words minimum, 1250 words max, right? So you're reading long length articles, and throughout the page there's differing, elements on the screen, whether it's a link, an image, things of that nature. Bubbaloo's, very similar, but a lot less words and a lot less characters. Minimum is 400 characters on Bubbaloo's. So that one was a social network, the very first social network that took off and launched approximately 2 years ago plus. And they actually reached and attained a huge status where they earned over 300,000 members. Well, Sue may be surpassing both these networks and both of these, communities. They're online communities as well. Hub Pages is a little different when it comes to community because it's a writers networking community. Bubbaloo's is more like a social network, just like Sue is a social network, but it's considered to be a micro-blogging social network as well, because people have to write a certain amount of content in order for you to qualify to post. Now on Sue is a little different. I mean, extremely different when it comes to posting value and how much you're going to be able to post. I can take my Bubbaloo's post and post it on Sue, and it converts automatically to a link. It converts from a link to an actual visual page, and then it gives a link under it, and I can explain the details about that. And that's it. I don't have to write like a large portion of words or text or something like that. I don't have to do that. So that's what makes Sue a little bit more, acceptable, user-friendly. But I can also exist on Bubbaloo's because I don't have to stay on Sue for all day and all night going crazy. No, the content is what gives people the value. People like content. People like seeing things. It's eye candy. So once this Sue network stabilizes, you know what's going to happen? People are going to start reaching peak potentials. They're going to start reaching huge numbers of followers, and it's going to get really cool. And that's what's going to happen. Just like what happened on YouTube, where YouTube blew out all other locations on the web, and now they're in the billions of views. Billions of views per day. Billions of views per month. Things of that nature. It's just nuts. They got so many members. It just blows out everything that you can think of online, pretty much. Facebook is doing it too, but I mean, it's not more of the exact same ecosystem. But when it comes to Sue and Facebook being similar in terms of how you share the content, it's very similar. It's almost identical. But the whole core difference between Facebook and Sue is the monetary values and how people are being shared. Basically, you're not getting your fair share on Facebook. Sue is promising that you're going to get a fair share if you follow the rules. So there we go. We're almost at 30 minutes, right? Well, y'all guys got to know everything. Y'all got to know it all. And that's why I do it, and I do it hardcore. I'm not playing. You know what I'm saying? Other people may be playing around and doing their stunts to get 10,000 views on their little video, whatever. It's a 15-minute video, a 10-minute video, a 3-minute video, whatever. I'm trying to do it a little hardcore so y'all guys can get the nutshell of what really needs to be known. This is what needs to be known. I'll give you an example. Fact. What is Sue? How is Sue different? What does Sue work? How do I join Sue? The content I share has value. My network has value. What is the Sue algorithm? These are different things on the facts. So I went through the first, how would you say, 7. I went through the first 7. Create and publish content. You can go through all the rest. So you click the link, each link, and you learn what it's about. And they're actually teaching you things. So this is more like a learning center. Okay, it says facts, but it's also a learning center for you to learn how to get yourself off the ground. If you don't know how to network, maybe you added 500 of your friends from Facebook and with Twitter combined or wherever the places you share at. But if you don't understand the rules to content publishing, if you don't understand the copyright laws and you don't understand the legalities that go and consist with earning income potential, then you're going to get caught up. You're going to get lost, and your web is going to shrink and evaporate. You're catching people in your web, but it's not really going to make anything happen for you because, like I said, violating the terms of use or even violating a person's copyright sends you straight down and you're gone. You lose your network and they gain. Basically, the house takes all. So it's a huge risk that you're taking joining anything that has monetary value behind it, because you have a risk of losing everything that you put so much time in and you actually invested a great deal in. A lot of people are spending 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours on it, trying to go crazy, trying to blow out the network. Whatever the case may be, it's crazy. You don't want to do that. I'm telling you, you don't want to do that. Take your time. Now, right now I'm going to show you what I got. I earned 6 cents. And that's a pretty big earning for somebody starting out. In my first 3 days, that's normal. That's cool. That's not astronomical like these other people who are the crazy game players who probably play a little bit too much Sega and PlayStation and Xbox. I don't know what they do all their life, but you don't want to play those games. Not online. Here goes the analytics. Let's go to the analytics so y'all guys can see this too. I did some other videos, but this particular video is a lot more action-packed because I'm feeling it right now, and I've been going through the network and I've been studying and researching, and I'm also looking at people's trends. And some of the trends are kind of weird, don't make any sense, and you don't want to get into the jealousy thing. It's not about jealousy. It's about the reality that they don't see because maybe they don't know. You know what I'm saying? If people don't know, like I said, knowledge is power. If you don't know something, you're going to end up getting burnt in the process. You understand? So that's how it works. Right now I'm at 31 friends. I got 54 followers. I got 876 views on your post. I got 68 likes on your post. I got 29 comments on your post. What does that mean? What does that really mean? What does it equate to? What's the value of it? Well, since all this stuff is officially, how would you say, clean of violations, because I make sure I tread properly and I tread effectively. I don't go about spamming people. So I haven't dropped one single spam type of content with floods of different things. I'm not into that. And I don't run around dropping it link at the link at the link at the link, back to back. You don't want to do that. You want to share effectively and share with other people their content. Communicate fair. Go into things that you like, you're interested in. Comment based on that particular thing that you like. And if you want to share it on your location, share it. Boom. How hard is that? You can share it with Facebook, with Twitter, I believe. There's different ways to share it. So whatever you choose to do in here, make sure it's sincere and it's genuine. You don't want to rush it. Rushing it, that's going to slam you into the floor. Yo, I'm saying, man, people don't know, but it's going to happen. So, all right, so what does this all mean? This is all going to evaporate if you get terminated and get your account deleted. So it doesn't really mean nothing yet. It only means something to those who go the long distance of taking their time, being patient, and achieving true success. If you're more like a celebrity and you chose to join this network and you've been watching my video, it's really important for y'all guys to even know as well, going by the TOU, I'm sure that y'all guys have reps, you know, you have differing PR people. Maybe they helping you, maybe they give you the details a little bit ahead of time to know what to do. They read all the rules and they know all of that stuff. So y'all guys are going to end up doing fine. But I have saw some celebrity types mass, you know, tagging, and that's not going to fly. I'm sorry, but even if y'all guys put up something, they're going to 9 times out of 10 going to take it down. They'll probably take down that particular content if they don't actually take your whole entire account down, or they'll probably ask you to take down that content. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to handle a celebrity violating the rules. I mean, obviously y'all guys don't need the money because y'all got tons of money. So y'all doing it for more of a placeholder. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to steal your name online on all these different social platforms, and I understand that. So y'all go and y'all join. Some of y'all are more of genuine and authentic, and you want to just share for the individuals who choose to join. Every now and then you want the community to interact with you. Whatever the case may be, and you being real, if you got the time, you got the PR people in place to do it for you, boom, it works. That's awesome. But for those who are not celebrities and you're trying to portray and act like you're the superstars and rock stars of Sue, no, none of us are. You know what I'm saying? We just started. We all equal. We all at the same level. Even if you have a whole large scale of numbers on this thing, you can entice as many people as you want, take screenshots and do that stuff. That doesn't mean anything, because if you violated the rules, it's all obliterated and it's gone. So don't go out there and try to write blogs like I did with Bubbaloo's and like I did on Hub Pages, or if you're on Blogspot or wherever the case may be, where you're on. Don't go and try to write negative commentary and negative stuff about this network as soon as it blows up in your face because you chose to go and cheat the system, or you chose to ignore the actual rules and you never read it. You don't want to do that. If you did it already, realize that that's where you're heading. Alright, so I'm letting y'all guys know that. This is 33 minutes. I'm going to end it right here because it's very hard for me to transfer that content over to YouTube if it's at too long of an actual video. And I mean, some people may actually have watched a lot of my videos, a great deal of my videos, all the way through. I like to do long ones because, hey, if you don't kill the horse on this situation, beat the dead horse to death, and I'm talking about figuratively, not literally. I'm talking about the dead horse of this topic of terms of service or terms of use. If you don't beat that to death, some people will not understand it. So you got to pass this information over to other people. If you don't care to share my content, my video, because it's too long, it's all good. You understand? But people are going to learn eventually, hopefully, somewhere. If people got to learn, or else, I mean, all is lost. It doesn't make any sense to take all this time, put all this time together, and then find out, you know, you're in trouble because such and such and you lost your content. Hopefully they're going to actually email people and let them know ahead of time before they terminate your account. But even emails won't work because sometimes people don't check the email or it goes to the spam folder. So here we go. Let's go to this sexually explicit stuff. I wrote sexually explicit content because I saw content that was questionable, and wanted to try to flag it, but then I thought about it and I said, well, let me see what sexually explicit really means. So I read it on Wikipedia. That's why you see this thing here that says sexually explicit content. If y'all guys were looking at that and staring at that for a long time, I don't know if what y'all guys do online, but hey, there you go. Check out what it says on Wikipedia. You can check out on other places. It's kind of hard to tell what they mean at certain instances with this stuff. I read the a policy on sexual content. It's kind of vague to me a little bit, so I'm not really sure. But I know whatever offends people, if they don't like it, they're going to end up flagging it. So don't put it on Sue. That's all I recommend for y'all guys. And I'll be doing as many tutorials as possible. That was just a little, how would you say, a small smidget of from my 3 years plus of professional networking and social networking, which y'all guys can actually benefit from. And from knowing that stuff, you can actually achieve true success on any social platform that you choose to join. There's going to be more that's just like Sue, and some of them are probably going to say, oh, we offering you 95% ad revenue. No matter what the ad revenue is, it's all about your integrity and your honesty, your sincerity. That's what's more important. So think about that. Please, please, please think about it and commit that to memory as well. Love you. Joy, love, and peace to all. And to all, a good day, good night, good evening, no matter what time zone you are on the planet. Please have fun. And if y'all guys, like I said, want to check out my location, I'm Cloud Explorer on Sue and on all those other networks that I showed you. I do a great deal of this stuff. I don't get paid for it. I try to help everybody on the planet, and that's what's important. All right, I'm doing this for humanity. I'm also working on a novel called Love and Humanity. I put that on actual Facebook, but that's what it's all about. Each one teach one, share as many things as you possibly know in a short period of time. I can do this for 10 hours straight, but I'm gonna save your brain for now. I'm gonna click the done button, hit the thumbs up if y'all guys like this video. Please share my video across the social web if you think other people can benefit, because I think Sue is going to definitely reach the top. I believe they're going to go that far. The CEO of Sue is actually Sebastian. I don't know his last name that well. It's Zarka or something. It's kind of hard. Did I write it somewhere? Here it is. This guy, Sebastian Sobzak, something to that effect. So there you go. Like I said, if you're making tutorial videos like this and you're using Screenomatic.com or any kind of screencasting tool, don't monetize these videos, because you don't want to do that. That's a violation. That's a violation of copyright laws, and that's a violation on YouTube. So your videos is going to end up getting a copyright strike. I'm doing this as a non-commercial use. As a professional networker, I'm actually a YouTube certified individual as well. YouTube creator, YouTube certified creator. So I know all the rules on there. I studied them, I researched them, and I try to help people learn all that stuff too from my channel. So there you go. I'll see you later. Peace. Signing off.